here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Knights will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The Bounce House is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Looking to scramble. On the leash is one. He's open on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Fires left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Simpson. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Going for 6. Touchdown tie. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Catch in the middle, it's Wade. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that baby out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nixon. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Throws to the back. The short hands. It's Nixon. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cuevas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. To throw, it's Simpson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give is to Miller. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's reeled in, it's Horton. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Trying to get the corner. Slithers into space.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. He's going to run it. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Miller with the ball. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Off play action. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They'll run play action. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't make the connection going for the big play. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They feed him again. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got it on the move. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Brown wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sure hands, it's Bernard. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. At the 35, he's got room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off the play fake on first down. Going downfield for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, partner? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then
oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Brown will throw it. Swings it out to his running back. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, UCF! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Georgia is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving UGA the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Oklahoma. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plows through the defense. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCF offense ready to go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Brown wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling right and going deep. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Nixon. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about. Brown will throw it. A shot for the end zone.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Knights! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying his defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had the...
Pulls it in down the sideline. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know that's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
The Knights can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brown wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Brown will throw it. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 22 over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets the first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Nixon. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the time. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping that he's going for a big play downfield. He's got it down the right side. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to pass, it's Simpson. He's not afraid to go deep. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage. And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Just keeps slinging it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense because, one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. It's a seam wide open.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of